Good evening, and welcome to the annual July 4th concert of the Central Ohio Symphony. My name is John Algie. I'm delighted to be your host for tonight's concert. As the President and General Manager of the Ohio Machine, I'm excited to be here as part of the Machine's partnership with the Central Ohio Symphony. Just a few minutes ago, your Ohio Machine professional lacrosse team just beat the Chesapeake Bayhawks 16-14 in an exciting, hard-fought game. We're pleased to be able to do our part to make tonight's fireworks visible from Selby Stadium for the first time, and I invite you to join me after the concert across the street at Selby for the start of a new Delaware tradition. And speaking of tradition, this concert has become quite a community and regional event, drawing visitors from all around Ohio. Tonight marks the Central Ohio Symphony's 29th July 4th performance of this special celebration for the Symphony and the community on the Ohio Wesleyan University campus. In the last 28 years, the Symphony has entertained more than 131,000 concertgoers right here. I think that deserves some applause, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating his 11th season as the music director of the Central Ohio Symphony, please welcome Jaime Morales Matos to the podium for tonight's concert. The honor of presenting the colors tonight goes to the Delaware County Air Force Junior ROTC. Please stand and join me as their instructor, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Air Force retired, Russ Anvold. The colors will be brought in to the dramatic music of Aaron Copland's Fanfare for the Common Man. Please remain standing and join us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. This evening, the national anthem will be sung by 2014 Ohio Wesleyan music graduate Hillary Fowler.
Praise head, ho!
This concert would not be possible without the support of local organizations and businesses. We wish to thank our major sponsor this year, Willowbrook Christian Communities, at 3 facilities: Willowbrook Christian Village, Willowbrook at Delaware Run, and at Willowbrook Christian Home. Our thanks to President Larry Harris, Community Affairs Director Terry Ryan, and the residents and staff at Willowbrook. We also wish to thank the Ohio Arts Council, the City of Delaware, and the many individuals and you who come forward each year to support the community activities of the Central Ohio Symphony. Our partner in producing this concert is Ohio Wesleyan University, who made this concert possible by generously sharing these beautiful grounds and their expert staff. We open this concert. Go ahead. We open this concert with composer Leonard Bernstein's Overture of the 1957 Broadway play, Candide. It has become one of Bernstein's most performed works. several audience services are available. Down the drive and to your right, you'll find restrooms next to Selby Stadium. The emergency medical services from the Delaware Fire Department are located at the east end of the Glen, should you need their assistance. The food concession tonight is operated by the Kiwanis Club of Delaware. They're located at the top of the hill next to Elliott Hall. They have many delicious items to choose from. You'll find the menu in your program. A portion of the proceeds from the sales will be donated to support this concert. Please help to keep this campus beautiful by placing your trash in the receptacles provided by International Paper Corporation here in Delaware. Flowers and plants for tonight's concert are provided by Miller's Country Gardens on State Route 37 West, also in Delaware. Mike Clark and the Delaware Electrical Contractors have provided electrical services for stage and lighting and the sound system. As you can see, this 4th of July celebration is truly a community effort to commemorate this national holiday. The United States has been blessed by the men and women who have served their country in times of need, and tonight we will recognize one in particular. In attendance tonight is Lieutenant Colonel Jean LaFountain, who recently returned from deployment at Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. She's been deployed a total of 5 times, including 4 tours overseas, while attached to the 445th Aeromedical Evacuation Squadron at a Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton. During her deployments, Lieutenant Colonel LaFountain served with honor on medical operation missions, helping to treat and transport wounded warriors out of harm's way to their waiting families. As proclaimed by Mayor Carolyn K. Riggle, we honor Lieutenant Colonel Jean LaFountain. The City of Delaware now celebrates the safe return home to her family and friends. Thank you. The Central Ohio Symphony salutes all of the brave men and women who defend our freedoms at home and abroad. As a thank you, and in honor of all those who have served our country, we perform for you a salute to the armed forces, the official songs of the Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Navy. As is a Central Ohio Symphony July 4th concert custom, we invite all men and women who have served their country at any time to stand when they hear the song of their service affiliation and be acknowledged by the audience. The Central Ohio Symphony is made up of musicians from a wide variety of backgrounds from all over Central Ohio. Please thank them for their contribution to the arts in our community. Come on, you can do a little better than that. Now we're talking. After intermission, we'll be holding a drawing for 2 free season tickets to the Central Ohio Symphony's 36th season next year. You can fill out the entry card you received with your program or obtain one at the ticket information table down front. Disney's animated film Frozen this past year is one of the most popular films of all time. Based on the story The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, it received 2 Academy Awards, including one for Best Original Song with Let It Go. Here's a brand new arrangement of songs from Frozen, sung tonight by Hilary Fowler, with Artie Robinson singing the part of Olaf.
A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to touch the limits and break through the right or wrong, the rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. The cold never bothered me anyway. 'Cause for the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be light. For the first time in forever, I'll be dancing through the night. I don't know if I'm elated or gassy, but I'm somewhere in my zone. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I won't be alone.
And now, for a little fiddle music. This is the Appalachian fiddle tune, Cluck Old Hen, arranged by Andy Reiner. Chris Howes, and the Central Ohio Symphony. Thank you to Chris and the student campers. A board of trustees governs the Central Ohio Symphony. Board members serve their community by supporting the symphony with their talents and knowledge. Please give them a round of applause. Support of the symphony comes from many private and corporate donors, ticket purchases, and the Ohio Arts Council. Ohio Wesleyan University provides our concert facilities, and for this concert, police, fire, public works, and emergency services were provided by the City of Delaware. In 1776, the Founding Fathers of the United States asked Thomas Jefferson to author the Declaration of Independence, to define the future dreams of the people of the 13 colonies, to declare a new and independent nation, and to establish their grievances against the British Crown. Declaration, which will be heard for the first time here tonight, includes some of the stirring words of the Declaration of Independence in the narration. Composer Ben Goldberg wrote Declaration for the Central Ohio Symphony and will conduct this performance. Symphony trustee David Hemanowski will narrate. And yes, there is a Delaware connection to Ben. The Central Ohio Symphony has premiered his music before and will again next season in March with a new work for orchestra and drum circle titled Reconnecting. Ben is also the son-in-law of Joan and Fred Manter of Delaware. Ben is an award-winning composer who has composed music for the concert hall, films, television, and apps. Please welcome Ben Goldberg to the podium.
When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands that connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly declare and publish that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
This concert by the Central Ohio Symphony is an important summer activity in Central Ohio. We're able to offer this concert free again this year. This concert incurs significant expenses for the sound system, restroom facilities, music, and to pay our musicians and conductor. During our next election, Symphony trustees and volunteers will be circulating among you to accept your generous free will donations to help defray the expenses of this concert. You'll know them by their name tags bearing the Symphony logo. We thank you for your help to continue to make this concert possible. You've heard composer Leroy Anderson's music before, as he wrote the holiday favorite, Sleigh Ride. He also wrote a large number of lighthearted music compositions that were played regularly by the Boston Pops. Tonight we feature a Latin-inspired piece, Serenata, written in 1947. With its infectious Latin rhythm played throughout, this has become a well-known light jazz tune. of you growing up on Saturday morning? Most American children grew up watching cartoons in their pajamas. Actually, I still do that. The cartoons that introduced so many children to classical music were the Looney Tunes, with Bugs Bunny and his sidekicks. What's Up with the Symphony is a medley of some of the classic and not so classical music that you'll remember. John Phillips Sousa is one of America's most famous musicians. He wrote hundreds of pieces of music, but is best known for his marches, many of them written for special occasions. Semper Fidelis March was written in 1888 at the request of U.S. President Chester Arthur. It is the official march of the U.S. Marine Corps and was Sousa's favorite. To this day, it is one of his most recognized marches. Following this piece, there will be an intermission, and now is the last call to submit your entry for the drawing for 2 season tickets. Welcome back to the second half of the 4th of July concert with the Central Ohio Symphony. Next year is the Central Ohio Symphony's 36th season. Concert dates are listed in tonight's program, and our brochure will be in the mail soon. We invite you to come to our exciting performances to support your symphony's engagement in the community and become a concert season subscriber. You can visit our website for more information. You'll want to get tickets early. Last season, we sold out of 2 of our 3 concerts. We hope that you will join music director Jaime Morales Matos and our superb symphony musicians for a season that will include 4 great concerts, including the holiday concerts. Aaron Copeland wrote Hoedown as one of the dances for a ballet called Rodeo. This music captures the character of folk or bluegrass playing and the lively dancing at a hoedown. It starts fast, gets a little tired in the middle, and then there's one last great dance. You may also recognize this piece as it has been used in television commercials. Composer-conductor Leonard Bernstein and playwright Stephen Sondheim adapted Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet to 1950s New York City, and the result was one of the greatest musicals of all time, Westside Story. Here's a medley from that show, arranged by Jack Moss. And at this time, we'll have the drawing for 2 free season tickets for next season, the 36th season of the Central Ohio Symphony. It's my pleasure to ask our conductor to assist me with the drawing. And the winner is Eugene Anderson. Congratulations to the winner. Nice job, Eugene. The Symphony will contact you about your subscription. And to the rest of the audience tonight, we hope you will attend our concert series during the coming year. Our next selection has been a tradition of the Central Ohio Symphony's outdoor concerts for the last 27 years, the performance of Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. Although prompted by the commemoration of the Russian victory over Napoleon, the 1812 Overture has patriotic significance for all those who strive to live without oppression. The piece is famous for its musical allusions to the French La Marseillaise, the Tsar's national anthem, and the hymn, God Preserve Thy People. At its exciting climax, cathedral bells mingle with the roll of drums and cannon, firing in triumphant victory. With special thanks to the City of Delaware and the Delaware Fire Department, this year again, the cannon sounds will be made by using special explosive charges designed for use in the theater. These charges will be set off to the immediate right of the symphony. Be prepared for a loud and exciting conclusion. Central Ohio Symphony would again like to thank the musicians for performing tonight, as well as Ohio Wesleyan University and the City of Delaware for supporting this concert. Special thanks goes to the Ohio Arts Council for its continued support of the Central Ohio Symphony, as well as to our major sponsor, Willowbrook Christian Communities. And thank you for helping to make this a fine community celebration that we all enjoy. Give yourselves a round of applause. We hope that you'll join us again next year on Saturday, July 4th, 2015. So don't forget the fireworks after the concert, which will be visible for the first time in Selby Stadium, courtesy of your Ohio Machine. And don't forget to check out the Machine's next home game on July 19th, or next year's game before next year's concert. We complete tonight's celebration with another July 4th tradition. One of America's favorites, popular all over the world, is John Phillips Sousa's march, The Stars and Stripes Forever. It was written on Christmas Day in 1897. On December 11th, 1987, President Ronald Reagan declared The Stars and Stripes Forever the official march of the United States.
Thank you.